A lesson in unfair. In life, there's a lot we can control. Likewise, there is so much that we can't. When we find ourselves in a situation and the details are just and reasonable, then to us, that's fair. However, if we face a situation and it's overwhelming and inconvenient, then we write that off as unfair. It's easy to be focused on the things we feel because of the situation. Most times we operate based on what we feel on the surface. However, I want to encourage you to look at the big picture. Take some time to see what lessons can be learned from any given situation. Lessons learned. Life is a unique experience, one that sees us walking down paths riddled with twists and turns, pitfalls and obstacles, harvest, growth, but most importantly, teachable moments. Each and every one of us have been in a place where we felt like a situation we either were living through or witnessing was unfair. Although we may not vocalize it, we measure ourselves up to others, sometimes leaving us feeling less than or even unfulfilled. We develop the bad habit of comparing ourselves. Understand that this is not a healthy way to live. The good book tells us not to compare ourselves one to another. Instead, we should be looking at what can be taken away from any and every situation. What lessons can you learn from yours or someone else's blessings or mistakes? Each of us go through uncomfortable and often unwanted situations. These present themselves as burdens and setbacks. However, when you stop and you look at it and really study the situation, it becomes more apparent that the unfair situation is meant to be a lesson. Not only a lesson for us, but a lesson for others. You see, most things we go through in life are not just about us. It's absolutely about what we go through and how we overcome it, yes, but also it's about what can we learn from these experiences. For example, if you or someone else is very sick and life has become increasingly difficult for you or them, that would undoubtedly be classified as unfair. How a person deals with their situation and what lessons can be learned from it are the most important things. In addition to that, how has a person's experience affected others? What lessons did you learn from what you or the other person went through? Did you learn to appreciate life and not take things for granted? Or did you learn that you need to be patient and believe in your ability to make it through a situation? My point is that oftentimes we can find courage and enlightenment, not just in the lessons of our own storms, but also through the storms we didn't have to go through ourselves. So in closing, life crafts unique character-specific situations for us to go through. Depending on the situation, we may feel justified or inconvenienced. Before you start measuring your situation up against someone else's, try to take a moment to pause and reflect. See what lessons can be learned from your unfair situation. The hurdles we face in life are not always what they appear. They present themselves as a challenge that can see your momentum stopped. However, hurdles are nothing more than obstacles designed to teach us how to reach new heights. Now, go forward and be blessed. You got this.